2 nanoseconds to get your attention. Okay, I'm 53 years old. I've never been on my toes in my life, and I broke my femur, was in a medical malpractice situation. I have a hole in my knee. So, my name's Lasha, and the reason I called the channel High Voltage is because I'm like the Energizer battery that doesn't stop. So, today I'm going to be talking about the American Hustle. You know, the Vanity Fair magazine that everybody's already read about Meghan Markle and Harry. I have a message to them. For any of you that have ever suffered from a miscarriage, suicidal thoughts, dark depressive thoughts, or attempting to leave this realm and move into another one, if you understand. It seems like most people don't have the constitute for doing that because our survival instincts are so much. So they're laughing at us. Also, the federal government in Canada, okay, is paying $30 million for these two hooligans and American hustlers. Apparently this is the truth. No. We don't even know the truth. First of all, let's start off with the fact, some things that people don't know, that they don't talk about. If you're interested in the video, stay tuned. I'm 2 minutes and 25 seconds in. I'll go make it quickly. We all know they're horrible people. We all know they want attention. And every time I turn on a YouTube channel, that's what they talk about. The latest news, the Colombia trip, the African trip, the fake alleged pregnancies, Dan Wooden and Lady Colin Campbell, and now the Royal News Network. I told Brittany when she was at about 4,000 subscribers, maybe she was at 10, I said, your channel's going to blow up, and next thing you know, you're going to be on Dan Wooden. I wish I could find that quote. Brittany, if you see this, I told you so. You're that good. People are obsessed with them. And everybody asks the question, why doesn't the mainstream media pay more attention to the, the flashes, as it were? The flashes? And people call her with the rictus grin. And I've heard people talk about these two so disparagingly, and it's all true, and we all know it. But the bigger question is this, okay? I'll give you an example as to why this is important. Candace Owens is doing an episode 1 through whatever series about Bridget Bordeaux something, the First Lady of France, and the fact that she is transgender, and she would bet her career on it, and I know she's right. She goes after the truth. Okay? She does. Now, if the government of France is covering up something like that, then do you not think that King Charles has met the leaders of France? We know how perverted, with a P, the monarchy is, with all of the PDFs that have run through the monarchy. Do I need to name them off? Like Jimmy Savelli? There was, oh gosh, I don't remember the names, but you can find them on Heretics. Andrew Gold, okay? But what they do and what they're trying to stand for, we already know that they don't have compassion. I also think that the Markles, Markle Sr., Markle Jr., Samantha Markle, they are all, these two are related. And if you want to know where I got that source, you all know which channel I love for royal news. And there's one part of The Crown or one part of the Harry and Meghan Netflix series where they say, that guy says with the blonde hair, Jason, if there were to be a character written into the royal family right now, Meghan Markle would be the right one. Okay, maybe the royal family offered her a part to play. This is just my theory. It's my opinion. I think that he has a son. I don't think the real name is Archie. I think the reason Harry has started these lawsuits as well are not only to stand up to what he thinks his mother would like him to do, because he has a Oedipus complex or whatever that complex is. I believe he visits his real child, and the people, the children and the families that allowed these two to use children in their Fugazi charity. It's a disgrace. And will videos stand the test of time? We all know this. We all know that she shouldn't have been in California. Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, allowed them in. Why? Because all of the big media companies and the richest people in the world have their hand in the pot and they're protected. I wouldn't be surprised if she was a spy and he was an unwitting idiot. All right? I'm not reading the article today, but that's what I have to say. And when it comes to mental health and them representing mental health, it's a joke. It is a bloody joke. Not like Bridget Jones, I quite have a crush. No, not at all. These two are a disgrace for everything they represent. People that have those types of thoughts, attempt those things, succeed at those things. Harry and his stupid drug use. People are dying every day about it. And what can he do about it? Nothing. Their charity doesn't even do anything. And if you've stuck in this long and you hit subscribe, if you want to know the reason I started this channel is because I want this to be the first YouTube charity where I get Google checks. I vet people who need the money because times are going to be rough. Times are rough for me, but we all have to pull together and help each other. And if Trump thinks that Canada is going to be the 51st state, that will happen. That's as practical as Mona Lisa being on the front of the flag. Okay? Meghan Markle and Harry, you make me sick. Everything you represent is bullshit. You don't believe in it. You're out for yourselves. You don't do anything for charity. The Canadian government has put $30 million into the Invictus Games into BC, which is my old stomping ground too. I built a life in Vancouver. And what do you two? Bloody take it for granted. Enough. You're disgraces, the two of you, and the Markles as well. Everybody's gossip about this idiot. The two of them. Enough. I might read that article. If I come up with any highlighted quotes, I will absolutely let you know. I already put a short up today so you could read some of it yourself. There's other things too. And transgender, it all starts with Jamie Lee Curtis. It all starts with California, Arizona, that's where they grow pecans. Nuts in California, literally and metaphorically, possibly spiritually, everywhere. I'm talking about the laws and the bureaucracy, and why were they even allowed to go into that fire is the bigger question. You know, ask the right questions and you might get the right answers instead of asking the wrong questions because they're making you look this way when things are going underhanded. And mark my words, the elites of this country have their houses and underground facilities built for when the economy comes and we all die. It's not that tragic because he plays with people like puppets. And Elon Musk is one of the richest men in the world, and he's in America cuddled up with Trump. The Americans, it's not their fault. I would have voted for him if I was an American too. But which side? I think they all work together and it's a bloody show. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry do nothing to help anybody for mental health or charity. And that's why, if you need help, please email LISAROJENKO_1971 at iCloud.com to book an appointment. I have 20 years of counseling experience, addiction counseling, social service work, human resources, personal support work, and as this charity builds, and there's nobody that I don't remember. Nobody. And these are subscribers. I always keep my Bible and the Quran there, and I need to get the Torah depending on what your belief is. In Canada, it doesn't matter to any of us. You know? Do not take our kindness and our conservatism as weakness. And the reason Jordan Peterson pissed me off is because I take benzodiazepines because of anxiety. And for him to go to Russia, there was more going on again. And his daughter did the interview, couldn't ask the hard questions, yada, yada, yada. If you want me to make a real deep dive of it, I will. Anyways, that's a wrap. Okay. Thanks for listening. If you do decide to subscribe, I thank you. And I do a dance for most everybody that subscribes. You can stand it. Okay, wait, let's say goodnight to my ballet shoes. Ready? All right. Good night, sweetheart. The time has come. Oh, I just banged into something. I really hate to leave you, but I really must say, good night, sweetheart. Good night. Now, if that's not a weird YouTube podcast, I don't know what is.